Hey guys, what is going on? This is your boy Joshua Williams here, and yes, I am finally back with another video. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I mean, like, I wish I could tell you exact reasons as to why I keep leaving for a month or so. I can't. Unfortunately, I'm not able to, but I'm not going to focus on this. I just want to get straight to the video. But before we actually get into the topic of today's video, I would like to announce to everybody that yes, I do have a podcast. Honestly, out of nowhere, I just randomly made a freaking podcast. It's under the name the Bun Bun Podcast, and actually it's not just on Anchor, it's on Spotify, it's on Google Podcasts, it's on Breaker, it's on RadioPublic. I kind of talk about a variety of topics. I'll be talking about maybe music, I'll be talking about stuff in the entertainment industry, you know, mainly like animated films or new movies, my opinions on certain things that are going on say like Broadway or something like that. I have 2 episodes out already, and so a third one's going to be coming out very soon. But if you want to follow and listen, you can click the description down below, and I hope to see you guys there. It will mean so much to me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to the topic of the video, which is The Amazing World of Gumball. The Amazing World of Gumball aired its final episode on June 24th. I remember when we first heard about it ending from the creator, Ben. He made a tweet and said that he was going to be leaving the production of Amazing World of Gumball on season 6. And when he said that, everyone instantly thought that he meant that the show was over. I saw this video where apparently they were doing like this presentation. I think like Cartoon Network's 25th birthday, they were doing like this presentation in the UK, and they announced there that Gumball was, you know, having its final season, which was 6. And so I was like, okay, I guess it really is ending. And so I kind of didn't really want to believe it, to be honest, because let's be real, Gumball was such a great show. It was funny, it was creative, it was very relevant at times. It was probably my #1 favorite show for a while on Cartoon Network. I mean, well, at the time it started, it was Adventure Time, regular show, Amazing World of Gumball, and then eventually, you know, Amazing World of Gumball came to be my #1 show on Cartoon Network. And don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of shows that has come out on Cartoon Network recently that has been pretty good. Like, for example, I still like We Were Bears, I liked Clarence. Steven Universe, even though I'm not really following Steven Universe all that much, it was still one of my favorite shows. And the thing about The Amazing World of Gumball as well is not only is the show very funny and not only was it relevant, but in times when it needed to be serious and somewhat sentimental, I guess, it does it really, really well. Like the episode, The Choices, with Nicole, where she kind of thinks about what her life would have been if she never met Richard Watterson. I mean, the way they do that, I mean, obviously it's filled with comedy, but then at the end of the episode where she goes, you know, she has a flashback of the years being with Richard, growing up, and them struggling, them finally getting a house, her getting pregnant, and all this kind of stuff, you know? Like, the way they do that is still, you know, has some comedic stuff in there, but it was also a very touching and beautiful moment. The show was able to bring that kind of balance, but not just with emotion, with certain epic stuff as well. In certain areas of the show, they can definitely get dark. Even if it's a dark comedy kind of thing. It sucks that it ended, especially with the way it ended. But we're gonna get to that. Let's get to the finale of The Amazing World of Gumball. The episode was good. It was also very, very dark. Principal Brown was trying to fix certain things that were happening at the school before, I guess, the school's superintendent was to come over and take things over, I guess. You know, he wanted to try to, you know, improve the school before anything happens. And it was an actual human in the world of The Amazing World of Gumball. They found somebody that just looked so scary. It looked so intimidating. He was, and he sounded scary and intimidating as well. It was perfect. So he comes in and he decides that he's gonna change everything about, and also I should have said this in the beginning, there's gonna be spoilers. I kind of can't talk about this episode without spoilers. So now he starts changing everybody. Everybody is doing certain things that kind of hurt them just so they can try to be normal. And then the characters started turning into humans. He started turning them into humans. And they looked so uncanny, so creepy. It was, wow. It was so weird. You know, it was like, geez, they're really kind of going all out on this episode, aren't they? And then they went to actually turn everyone back into their original cartoon silly selves in a way, which they did. And then the superintendent ran away, and then he fell, and then it turns out that it was Rob. Rob the entire time was trying to turn them human and transform them because he knew that something was going to happen to the city of Elmore. And he was trying to tell everybody, and to be honest, everybody kind of seemed like he was wanting to listen to what he had to say. But Tina was like, nope, boom, 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 I'm not having it. Then that's where the ending comes in, which was so... The fact that this was the final episode is so strange. Now, what happens in the final moments of Gumball, essentially? You see the shot of the school at nighttime, and Rob was kind of like, oh, why did they stop me? I was trying to save them, and blah, blah, blah. Then the ground started to quiver, and he is holding for dear life, and all you can see is the void. And everything, you know, the floor keeps disintegrating. And then he actually falls in slow-mo, and then it just freezes. And then you hear the final notes. Dun, 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 dun. It was so ominous. And that was it. That was how the episode ended. I was like, holy crap. What the hell was that? Here's the thing about this episode, you know, especially with it being the finale. Apparently, the creator didn't really have much of a choice in ending it this way. He didn't really want it to end it that way, but again, he had no choice. But he keeps, you know, teasing that there's going to be a movie coming out about Amazing World of Gumball. I mean, he didn't officially confirm it. He keeps talking about, oh, there's going to possibly be a movie. They're working on a script, but they're not in production. You know, I mean, if you look on IMDb, you can generally see whether a show is in production or development and yada, yada, yada. If there were to be a movie, it would wrap things up pretty nicely, as he said. So, hopefully there is a movie. But there's just certain things that are just strange. Like, again, why end it on a cliffhanger like that? Like, there could have still been somewhat of a happy ending to the Amazing World of Gumball series, but then maybe just like a tiny hint that there could be something else on the way. I don't know. There could have been something that could have signified that this was definitely the final episode, just besides the final notes that we heard in the episode in particular. The other thing that was very strange about this was that the advertisement for the episode was not shown as if it was a finale at all. So maybe there is something that might actually be planned that none of us knows about. It's very possible, but we have no idea. I mean, again, the movie is possible, but who knows if it's anything besides the movie that might be planned. Hopefully, with Cartoon Network at Comic-Con next week, hopefully they're going to be able to possibly talk about Amazing World of Gumball, maybe have an Amazing World of Gumball booth, and maybe talk about the ending and see, you know, announce something? That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully they do that, because if they don't, then we don't know if a movie's ever going to be greenlit, and if there's not going to be a greenlit movie for the Amazing World of Gumball, then that is going to be the strangest, the most confusing finale for a show ever. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Hopefully, I'll be coming out with more content very soon. Again, I have a podcast. It's the Bun Bun Podcast. If you guys want to check it out, again, the link is in the description down below, and you can see a list of all the places where you can be able to listen to the podcast. And until next time, oh, and also in the comments, please give me, guys, Give me requests on what you guys would like me to talk about. Mainly cartoon related or stuff like that. Like a new show or whatever, you know. Like I might want to talk about Amphibia that recently came on Disney Channel right now. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a good day. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace out.